What movie has the best soundtrack? Tarzan. They asked Phil Collins to do the soundtrack and he went way too hard. Dazed and Confused. Oh Brother Where Art Thou? Previously released music. Forrest Gump. New music specifically for the soundtrack performed by multiple artists. William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. New music specifically for the soundtrack performed by a single artist. Purple Rain. Classical music. The Lord of the Rings. Unofficial unreleased soundtrack. Queen Highlander. And special consideration for Whatever the Hell Moulin Rouge's Trainspotting, Blues Brothers, any of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So many motifs. Maybe not the best, but as a 90s kid I got a representative that Romeo and Juliet soundtrack we all had and loved. Purple Rain. Really can't believe no one has said Dirty Dancing. I mean that soundtrack is absolutely iconic and exposed to new generations to legendary 60s Motown. Shrek, Pulp Fiction, Interstellar, Singles, The Crow, Tron Legacy. Movie was awful but I actually watched it in theaters 3 times just for the Daft Punk soundtrack. Garden State. The Matrix music is still amazing. 500 Days of Summer. Across the Universe. Kill Bill. The Lost Boys. The Wedding Singer. Juno. Heavy Metal. Natural Born Killers or The Crow. Both done by Trent Reznor. Drive. The Twilight movies are some of the worst movies I've seen but they have some amazing soundtracks. Back to the Future. Forrest Gump. Interstellar. Harry Potter movies and Good Will Hunting. Indiana Jones. Spider-Man. Into the Spider-Verse. Remember the Titans. The Big Chill. Blade Runner. Anything John Williams has composed. How to Train Your Dragon. Rocky IV. Top Gun. Guardians of the Galaxy. Spirited Away by Far. Eurotrip. Singles. The Crow. 1994. Grease. Highlander. Pulp Fiction. Best non-original soundtrack. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. The only thing that can compare is Vice City radio stations. If you asked, original soundtrack, my answer would be different. Elfman, Zimmer, Williams, sure. But I defend Pulp Fiction. Trainspotting, Reservoir Dogs, Snatch, Almost Famous, and Kusturica movies can compete for runner-up and honorable mentions. The Prince of Egypt. Pulp Fiction. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? The Big Lebowski. Blues Brothers. The Crow. The Social Network. That movie really became something special with Trent Reznor's soundtrack. Boogie Nights has a pretty amazing soundtrack. Forrest Gump. Star Wars Episode V. The Empire Strikes Back. Dark Knight Trilogy. Your Name. Kimi no Na wa. Eternal Sunshine. Requiem for a Dream. The Crow. Gone in 60 Seconds. Hackers. Kill Bill. The Saint. Halo 2. Go. The X-Files movie. The first one. Romeo and Juliet. Guardians of the Galaxy. Pulp Fiction. Reservoir Dogs. Snatch. The newest A Star is Born. The new Tron. Shows now have great soundtracks, like Last of Us and School Spirits. 8 Mile's soundtrack is super solid. Jurassic Park or Star Wars. Both made by John Williams and are fucking great. Honorable mentions. How to Train Your Dragon. Moana. WALL-E. Interstellar I feel has a community dedicated to the soundtrack alone. The Last of the Mohicans. 1969. Robert Downey Jr., Kiefer Sutherland and Winona Ryder movie. 1. All Along the Watchtower. Jimi Hendrix. 2. White Room. Cream. 3. When I Was Young. The Animals. 4. Green River. Creedence Clearwater Revival. 5. Going Up the Country. Canned Heat. 6. Time of the Season. The Zombies. 7. Get Together. Jesse Colin Young. 8. Can't Find My Way Home. Blind Faith. 9. Tuesday Afternoon. The Moody Blues. 10. Wooden Ships. Crosby, Still and Nash. 11. Windows of the World. The Pretenders. 12. Aquarius Let the Sun Shine In. The Fifth Demon Dion, American Graffiti, Peoples. I think we forgot about Grosse Point Blank. Ghibli films, Pulsating Heart, surely something from the 90s. Batman Forever, Can't Hardly Wait, Romeo plus Juliet. It was the golden age. I think an honorable mention should go to A Knight's Tale, Lord of the Rings or Star Wars, a goofy movie. Stand out and eye-to-eye slap, pretty fucking hard. Disney's Hercules. The Muses Go Hard, Gone Girl right after A Clockwork Orange. Drive. Interstellar was awesome. Dazed and Confused. Tron Legacy. Gladiator. The Sad Girl Trilogy by Sofia Coppola. Virgin Suicides scored by Air. Lost in Translation. Marie Antoinette. Slumdog Millionaire. Jai-Ho Bitches. La Bamba. I Can't Choose Just One. LOTR Trilogy, Big Lebowski, and Amelie may be my fave comfort film soundtracks that are amazing. Garden State, various Ghibli movies, various Tarantino films, various Wes Anderson flicks, etc., are also up there. Videotape Sparkles, not a movie but a show. Peacemaker, Running with Scissors, Death Proof, fucking Interstellar, Edward Scissorhands, Lords of Dogtown, Prince of Egypt, Purple Rain or Marie Antoinette, Black Panther, Forrest Gump, Baby Driver, The Long Kiss Goodnight, Sleepless in Seattle, Twilight and The Craft. For me personally, Sucker Punch, Hackers is a solid compilation album. How has nobody said Mortal Kombat? Anything Hans Zimmer composed, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Interstellar.